Behavior therapy is a form of therapy that is used to identify and help change unhealthy behaviors. It is based on the idea that all behaviors are learned and unhealthy behaviors can be changed. The main focus of this treatment is on present problems rather than the past and how to change them. There are three main theorists that contributed to behavior therapy. One contributor was Ivan Pavlov, who illustrated classical conditioning. The second was B.F. Skinner, who illustrated operant conditioning. The third was Albert Bandura, who developed the social learning theory. These three contributors illustrate their theories with the use of experiments, which are widely known today. The first theorist, Ivan Pavlov, illustrated classical conditioning with salivating dogs. Today, I will show you how his experiment worked with my friend, Hedgie.
I always know when Hedgie is really hungry because he tends to salivate when I give him his food. I wanted to try to see if I could get Hedgie to salivate to a sound, even if there isn't any food in front of him. So I began making the sound at the same time right before I fed Hedgie. Eventually, Hedgie began to salivate just at the noise when he didn't have any food. Don't worry though, Hedgie will still get his food.
The second theorist, B.F. Skinner, illustrated operant conditioning with the use of his Skinner box. I'm going to show you how Hedgie can learn a new behavior with my own Skinner box, called the Boon Box.
In order for Hedgie to get his dinner, I want him to learn to tap on the green dot 5 times. When he taps on the green dot 5 times, his dinner will be put into the box. For the first day, Hedgie had a difficult time understanding how to get his food. Now Hedgie has learned that if he presses the dot 5 times, he will get his food.
The final theorist I would like to talk about is Albert Bandura, who developed the social learning theory. One of Bandura's most famous experiments for this theory was his Bobo doll experiment. I'm going to show you my own Bobo doll experiment with our amazing guests, Mr. Bear and Hedgie. In this experiment, Mr. Bear is the adult and Hedgie is the child.
For this experiment, I wanted to see if Hedgie would imitate Mr. Bear after observing his behaviors. Hedgie is located in a separate room watching Mr. Bear. As Hedgie watches, he sees Mr. Bear throw a pen with aggression. Now Hedgie is in the room and is given the pen. He then throws the pen with aggression, just like Mr. Bear.
The three experiments I just recreated allow us to better understand the ideas behind behavioral therapy. The first was Ivan Pavlov's classical conditioning. The second was B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning. And the third was Albert Bandura's social learning theory. Some of the major focuses are on observable behavior and the use of the scientific method. This type of therapy focuses on increasing clients' engagement in positive or reinforcing activities that will allow for more freedom in their life. One thing a pre-service counselor must know about this theory is that all behaviors are learned and we can fix negative behaviors by actively focusing on the present.